That's a damn fine cup of coffee. Hey, JJ. Greetings. Hope you're all doing well. We're back with more wonderful Planescape Torment. The game that somehow keeps getting better, which doesn't seem possible this far in. We're... Alright, hang on, let me do math. Coming up on 45 hours of this game?
Yes, we
See, that's all right. Yeah, all right. 10. Carry the 1. That's yeah. Holy crap! We're over 40, over 40, just like me. Over 40 hours of this game, and it's it it just the last two streams in particular, I feel like have kicked off a whole new level of joy for me. Meeting Ravel, obviously a big thing. It felt like most of the game was building to that, and now it's very clear to me that like that was not just a stopover en route to the ending of the game. That's the end of Act 2. So we have, I don't even know how much game left. We're in a gate town now. We're in the Outlands or Outlands adjacent. We're in Curst, Frank. I should probably explain that one of these days. Thanks, Larengar. Glad to listen. The problem is we've known each other too long. All right. Hot drink is actually too hot. Gotta let it cool. Alice drew that emote the other night, and I adore it. I also adore it. It's so good. This is the part where shit gets weird. This is the part. This is the part. Totally normal up until now. Everything's been very run of the mill. What with our guilt-ridden floating skull, our man who is on fire all the time, everything we discovered in the curiosity shop. This is where it gets weird, and that's hard. Listen, please understand. Me saying that is not disbelief. I know it sounds like it. It's me going, where else is there to go? It's horror. It's horror that you're hearing in my voice.
Really,
Hey,
what
Mox.
it boils down to is with Planescape, just make a list of all of the authors who worked on Planescape and keep checking up on their later work. If you liked this, you'll like all of that.
Was Planescape one of the first big ones where Monty Cook was involved? Am I remembering that right? Because like
and Sean K. Reynolds
and
Wolfgang
Bauer, yeah. Because Monty Cook's career, very nice gentleman. I got to meet him a couple of times.
Yeah,
bought him a drink. That's fair. I believe it. But yeah, Monty was great, and then like went off to do Invisible Sun and Numenera, one of my absolute favorite worlds. Darkest House is a whole thing. I've only heard of that one.
There is no bathroom in the Darkest
I can't get anyone to play in a Numenera game with me. Maybe that'll be my next like short run thing online, to just find a bunch of people who also are sci fantasy sickos the way I am.
I'm going to point out something. The whale fall idea that you have, where it's all like, what are the
That's true. I've already said that's going to be my next game.
What are the weird things that come off of a whale?
Yeah.
Is basically begging for all those things to be Numenera.
I probably talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this on stream. I'm going to talk about it now. Then I have to do the Cursed Frank thing. We're going to do a whole bunch of side quests, and then we'll maybe eventually get to the game. But I also enjoy basically at my horror. It's genuinely, Han, I have to credit you with the reason that I'm finally playing this game, because it's been on my backlog for 2 decades? A long time. Very long. I've been aware of this game for so much time and always put it off and put it off and put it off. But when you marry somebody who's this deep into Planescape minds, at some point you have to understand what the fuck they're talking about. And I already have a better understanding, even though I know this is just like a glancing blow at the rich kaleidoscope that is Planescape. What was I talking about? Right, the first thing. One of the games that I want to run, and it's meant to be like a short campaign, like a 10 session thing. Although I keep saying that, I've yet to actually run a 10 session game. But well, that's not true. I did one. Anyway, that's aside to the side point. We can't Matryoshka doll this. I can and I will. I won't. But I could. But anyway, the next campaign idea that I have in mind, and I've had this brewing for a bit, is the idea of, I keep using the word whalefall. It's not whalefall. It's like a beached whale. And specifically, specifically Dragonfall, which is a Shadowrun game, Whalefall, which is a different phenomenon. The idea is you're all a bunch of like low level, not necessarily adventurers. Hey, Bob, not necessarily adventurers even, but just like people about town. But it's a very low level campaign. Probably won't be D&D at all, although it's clearly taking place in a fantasy style world. And the idea is the high level heroes who are not appearing in this film have like slain an ancient dragon and like taken its head because that's part of how they're saving the world, and that's great. But now the body of that dragon has washed up on the beach next to your tiny little hamlet and is completely messing with the ecosystem. And also, it's just sort of rotting out there. And your tiny little town does not at all have the means of dealing with just that much carcass. There's a smell. There's a whole ecosystem of scavengers blowing up around it. Plus, of course, it's red dragon. So, like, there's a component cottage industry that everyone's now trying to run over your town in order to salvage. And I wanted to have the campaign be like about how the people in this town deal with the after effects. It's sort of like in Pacific Rim, where like one of the kaiju lands, and it's like, well, that's not the end of the story. That kaiju messes up the whole ecosystem, and also there's an economy built around harvesting its parts. Yeah, I want to do that. So that's the whalefall. Again, whalefall is a different thing. That's when they're at the bottom of the ocean. It's a beach whale, and it's not a whale at all. It's a dragon. But whalefall is catchy. So that's what I've been calling it. I'm interested in Numenera after how bad Torment Tides was. Torment Tides, to me, is so different from how Numenera, the tabletop system, reads. And yeah, the people who really like the setting hate Torment Tides. I don't know that I know enough about Tides to hate it properly, but I do recognize it as this is a secret third thing. This is its own entity. But normal Numenera is effectively all the bits of sci fantasy that I love growing up as a kid, playing the first Final Fantasy game and having my little tiny 8-year-old mind blown when I realized that they were going up into a space station in my fantasy game. And that was the coolest summer of my entire life. Oh, and by the good stuff, I mean hot water. It's just water. I could have done more. I could have put honey in it, but it's the heat. The heat is really what I'm doing. The water is just a means of conveyance. And oh, it's so good. Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Right, the other one, because we're in the city of Curst, Curst. I have twice now at least, and will continue to make the joke, Cursed Frank, which I realize none of y'all have any reasonable ability to get, unless maybe Dave is lurking in chat. So it ended about a year ago, I think. I was running an Eclipse Phase game. All you need to know about it for that story, it is a sci-fi setting in which you can make a scan of your brain and then download you into a new body. It's a system and setting I very much love, which, as a non-binary person, I'm sure will be shocking to many people. Anyway, because you can load it into anybody you want, one of the player characters was playing a drug dealer, a questionable pharmaceutical salesman. Hey, Al.
Street pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, street drugs. And one of his like main suppliers, his main contact, was an NPC named Possum Abernathy.
You got to do the voice.
Well, I got to work up to it. So in this world where you can, because you can scan your brain and then turn it into data, and then you can download any body that has a hard drive in it, you can download yourself into. And unlike most people, because Poss is very much unlike most people, Poss downloaded his brain into a smart cat, which is to say, just a regular ass cat, house cat.
Poss is old school furry, is what we're saying.
I don't think y'all ever found out his origins, and I think that's better that way. I don't think there's anything I could have come up with that would have done it justice. But most folks are still in either humanoid morphs or robots or things of that nature. And he was like, no, I want to upscale a cat, and then I want to be a cat. And that cat is also going to have like a little pilot's cap and some adornment, and is going to be a chain smoker. I didn't know about chain smoking cat at the time. I didn't intentionally rip that off. But sometimes you hear about something. Anyway, so that was Poss Abernathy. I think we have, picture for scale. It's a little washed out, but just cat. And I decided in the moment, in a way that GMs throughout history have made this mistake. This is the first session of the campaign. This is the introductory scene for this character, and I've decided that I want to go with sort of a bayou drawl. So Possum Abernathy kind of sounds like this, and he's just a little cat with a cigarette out of his mouth, who is a supplier for a local drug lord. And at the time, he was also trying to offload a particular space mushroom. Don't worry about it; it's not important. That had given him a sort of Oracle of Delphi experience. He got some future sight for a bit, and it really freaked him out. And so he tried to pawn this off to the player character's name was Frank. And the entire at some point, like as he's passing it off, falling into the trap laid by the voice I'd picked for myself. Frank was like, "Well, why is it so cheap if it's such a good high? Why you're settling this up so much, but then you're also like basically gifting it to me? What something doesn't add up here? What's wrong with it?" And this cat goes very somber all of a sudden, looks his friend dead in the eye, and says, "Because it's cursed, Frank." And something about just that, because that was all the explanation he gave. Just something about that delivery stuck for years now. Of like anytime that something went bad, particularly anytime something went bad around that space mushroom, someone at the table was going to be like, "Cursed, Frank." So we're in the city of Cursed. I know I'm just going to like automatically. I don't think I have Tourette's. I think I'm going to just automatically. It's to the ADHD. That is going to jump out of the brain a few times, and I just need y'all to have context so that I don't feel bad that I'm saying a thing that is a joke that no one can get, even though I do that sometimes, but this time I wanted to not do that. If I recall correctly, the place where I recently came across reference to drinking hot water had to do with the author of the recipe/fad diet, Muscle Pulp of Beef, aka Salisbury steak. I just
Look, there's so many reasons to drink water of any temperature. Just drink water.
Bob, I dare you to make a barbarian character named Muscle Pulp of Beef, and just see if it flies. Curst Frank, not to be confused with First Crank. We talked about spoonerisms last time, and I appreciate y'all in the chat correcting me because it was one of those things where I'm like, I know it has to do with a swappy, but I don't remember what kind of swappy. But we got a good education deal. It is I, the steak of Sal Isbury. God, they're who was it? Not Jake. You played Jake of Element of P. So the character's name was essentially J.K. Element of P, which was honestly fitting for that particular game, which I think is a damning sort of statement about the game in question, although it is appropriate. Only if I can join Bob with my College of Valor Bard, Pat Minotaur. I love it. Oh, God, now I got Pat Benatar in my head. It's funny that, like, at this point, all of my memories of Pat Benatar, because I was a little too young for Pat Benatar, like, in her prime, as a musical tour de force. But I was also just old enough to see a lot of Pat Benatar used as the soundtrack for AMVs in the early aughts. And so now all of my memories of Pat Benatar involve Gundams. Which I don't think is a bad thing. Speaking of bad things, though, which I got there. I always find it somewhere in there. I don't always find it. Tonight I find it. Content warnings, that's what I'm talking about. So you have the noun in the sentence. We're playing a game that has stuff in it. You get it. We're playing a game that has some potentially concerning material. There's been lots of, frankly, very vivid descriptions of gore, Icequake in particular, that sort of comes out of nowhere. And like, if I remember right, we're on the border with, is it Carcerai? Somewhere bad. So, like, expect more horror and horror adjacent stuff on the way here. For a more comprehensive list, head to doesthedogdie.com and search up Planescape Torment, or click the link in our CW tag to take you right there. Where the folks who have played this game and have more familiarity with it than I do will be able to give more to the moment descriptions in a nice little searchable list, where you can find what you may be concerned about if there's anything that you do have concerns about, so that it does not jump scare you as content so often has a way of doing. Pat Benatar was the awakening for so many small lesbians. I feel like that was a real good era. I Speaking as a non-binary AMAB person, I of course know that that was a very good era to be a lesbian, because it's like you had Pat Benatar, Kate Bush at her strongest. Blondie was still around. So Debbie Harry's in the mix. There were a whole bunch of just spectacular awakening potential songstresses. Four Non Blondes was just around the corner. Like there were so many fantastic options bordering the carceral state. I mean, yeah, it is a kind of hell. Not only was his name effectively JKLMNOP, I used the rest of the alphabet to write his background. I remember that, and it was a 10 session campaign, and my promise to you was that this was not going to be a story rich campaign. I still am a little sad that I didn't find a way to at least bring up mention of his like village and parents that completed the alphabet. All right, we're getting a little bit of a late start already. And then I went on double tangentville. So let's. Oh, right. Last thing. I'm going to try to say this again at the end, but I'm going to say it at the start here. This will be our last stream for a little bit, because this Wednesday we drive to Indianapolis for Gen Con, which I'm very excited about, where I get to run Eclipse Space, which is also very excited about. Hey, Demon Dog, Skull. It's Skull Game. That's the most important piece. I was going to say a thing, then I forgot it. Right. So, no stream this Thursday, and barring an absolute miracle, no stream on Monday the 3rd. So we'll be back a week from Thursday, third, fourth, the 6th. That math's right. Yes, we're back Thursday the 6th. Will be. I'll update the schedule on our site here. But we're back on Thursday the 6th with more of this. Assuming I don't think we're gonna finish it tonight. It doesn't feel like we're as close to the end as I thought we were at the end of last session. So I think we got some time. Now I've told this story, but my first crush was Sarah Gilbert. Second was Linda Perry, and then they got married. Dude, that's perfect. That's a friend of mine that I work with is my link to all of the gay relationship drama in the WNBA. And there's so much. And honestly, I think if the same were true, if the same percentage of NBA players got married and were on different teams, I would watch a lot more basketball, because it's kind of amazing. I was a little sad when they got divorced. Yeah, I don't think I even knew that. Not that not that I didn't know you got sad. I didn't know they got divorced. Hopefully that was obvious. Last year I told myself I was going to go to Gen Con. This year I forgot. That's fair. Here's the thing. I love Gen Con a lot. I do love that they're now doing a thing similar to what Dragon Con is doing, where they've got effectively like a live stream of a lot of the major events, which I think is very good. So that if you're not there, you can still like see the stuff, or at least see that like the big major announcements. Like there's going to be Daggerheart stuff, I'm sure, and things like that. And I'm like, good. I'm glad that still gets like broadcast. That's very good. Because as much as I love Gen Con, it's expensive. It is not a cheap con to go to. Like the actual getting a ticket, meh. Getting a room, whole other problem.
We cut a lot of it by driving.
We've cut a lot of it by driving, which also makes us safer. We've already learned. We're not getting into a plane with. Admittedly, I do appreciate that in years past, when we were still flying, that nerds, at least per capita, were masking at a much higher rate than the general populace, which makes me very proud. But we looked at that and went, actually, that's A, very expensive, and B, very dangerous. Hey, there's 3 of us. We could just drive it. We can just drive. It's 10 hours. It's not the worst. So that's
flying to Indianapolis. There's not as It's just bad for price.
It's weird that you can fly further than Indianapolis from where we are for about half the price.
Yeah.
Which is very silly. But that's not important to us anymore because we're not doing it, and it's great. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, Gen Con Live, I don't know if it's you need a badge to view it. Hopefully not. But check that out because there's going to be, I think, some cool stuff there. As Bass said, the costume parade, which is always a highlight. Having more players married to each other might be good for the NBA in general. Might cut down on some of the over machismo. Sure, but it's going to replace it with like catty gayness, and I'm not. That might be a lateral move. The game, skull, game and skull, game and skull. We should play game. Although I would love to just chat with y'all for like another hour. We're gonna do that and play the game. We're gonna multitask. So we're under Curst. Shout out to Bad Road for letting me know where to go to rest at the Hermit. Yeah, let me check in because we did a whole bunch last session and I got sort of not overwhelmed but whelmed at minimum. And I just wanted to check in on what I may or may not have missed here. Hey, Better. You can just open a Discord call and chat with us for hours. One of these days when I'm not streaming twice a week and running 2 games, I will almost certainly just have... I'm going to take a page out of my parents' book of all things and just have like a virtual cocktail hour. Cocktails optional, where it's just, we have a weekly meetup of just hang out for a few hours and shoot the shit. I think that would be a blast. ADHD people are famous. I'm great at multitasking. Monotasking, I suck at. All right, we're up to level 12. We have a level 9 spell scroll that we will probably never be able to cast, and that's fine.
Why are you poofed?
Is he poofed?
He's poofed.
Why are you poofed?
Did you play with a toy?
Sometimes he just spooks himself. I forgot that we're still actually Godsmen. I should figure out if I can undo that. All right, we maxed out on Int. We're getting there with Charisma. Next will probably be Wisdom.
Yeah, join the Anarchists, and that's how you're no longer a Godsman.
We did do work for the Anarchists. We just didn't join them officially. But we did kill a bunch of people for them, which is sort of like joining. Although if you believe the Godsman, solving a murder is how you join. Right, what we're bad at is choosing a specific task. The first time that someone explained to me that, like, ADHD is not a deficit of attention, it's a deficit of attention regulation. And it's like, that matches. Oop, hip, oop, hip. You stay right there. I want to see what's going on in chat. Because everyone's been very chatty. The idea that flying to Indianapolis might be enough more problematic than my upcoming flight to Vegas to warrant driving is a wild thought. Yeah, it's bad. And it's, to be fair, that part's been bad for a while. Everything else about Gen Con has actually, I think, gotten better over time. But the flying is somehow, it's been bad the whole time, and I can only assume it's gotten worse post-COVID. And post all the nonsense going on with airlines. Now then, what was I saying? Oh, right, we have a game, eventually. Okay, so we came from here, right. I believe? Yes. Right, we're in the Cursed Underground. Is there a Gen Pro? I'm going. One of these years. What these do again? No, don't need that. Literally can't benefit from +1 intelligence anymore. Wonder if I ever said the deficit thing to you because I had the same realization in the early 2000s. Maybe. It's the kind of thing that I think I had to hear a couple of times because the aha moment I remember was from, of all things, a Tumblr post, which I'm a little bit embarrassed by, but you know what? Tumblr's done good work. Went through River City Girls again twice yesterday just to get the secret characters leveled up. You know what? Before we go click on anything, can you... Nope, that's the wrong one. Detect traps.
Right.
Okay. Great. Click it. Cheese! Actually, important question. Does cheese stack? Does more have the cheese? More does have the cheese. Cheese does not stack. Well, that's a shame. We'll feed it to this rat charm. Alright, there. Probably only need... No, we'll keep it for now. If we run out of space, we'll double up. This is Heart Charm. Heart Charm. Heart Charm goes to moi. There. Blood Charm. Blood Charm. Great. Earrings in the skull. Make him jingle jangle. Alright, and we've got... Yeah. Alright, so we've got all of these too high to cast spells. Did I already give you a shield? No, I didn't. There, now you know shield. Great. Apparently, if you break all the Sabu statues, you get a secret ending. Amazing. Probably ought to be packing while I listen to the stream. That's gonna be me tomorrow. Alright, let's go this way. Door's locked. Can we make it not locked? No. Does not have a conventional lock. Key it is. Alright, we met a dude last time who tried to get us murdered. And then when we came back unmurdered, he was like, well, time to murder you. And that is the lack of forethought that I appreciate in my terrible crooks. Let's see. Start with armor while we've got the time. Oh, find lightning bolting one of you. There.
What's up?
You just do some attacking. Actually, you go ahead and curses. As long as we're cursing. I just undid that. Let's try that again. There. Yeah, there. Oh, there they are. I had a feeling there might be more. Good to have confirmation. Nice hit. Alright, Fireboy. Let's have you strike.
The clock sings true.
Very nice. Wait, what did you just do? Don't do that. Instead, do this. Uh-huh. Right, it's this spell. I forgot about this spell. It takes so long.
What do you wish of Ignis?
Ready.
Let's have you go ahead and blood charm.
I hear your words.
Probably a bit late for that. No, just keep killing. Nothing wrong with that. As for me, I want to swarm curse somebody.
What is thy bidding?
Which one? I always get these backwards. Which one of these is the magic missile? Yes. Okay.
All right.
Do it again.
Valley.
It seems.
Okay.
I'm gone. I will hear you.
Get this guy. Ow.
In all things.
Not in dying.
I'm here.
How about you also heal him? Great.
How may I help?
How about you also heal him?
May my faith lend me strength.
Hooray. There's the swarm charm. Everybody murder this thing.
I'm
Yeah,
listening.
we're all wounded, buddy.
May my faith lend me strength.
Great. Nope, not dead. This one.
Your time is over. We are one.
Alright.
We are one.
Let her do her thing.
May my faith lend me strength.
A lot of the Gazari spells are slightly better than standard spells, but don't last as long. Okay, got it. So they are sort of magnesium flares.
May my faith lend me strength.
Alright. Nice healing. That's probably us completely out of spells then. We might have to just go back and immediately rest.
I'm
A couple
here.
things are going to happen here. One, I'm gonna have you do this. 2. I'm gonna have you do that.
It is I.
You do one of them.
Wishes to burn.
You do one of them's.
What?
That's how I disguise.
Alright, everybody hang tight while the spell goes off. Nice save versus spell. Blast it. Not gonna lie, that did not do as much damage as I was hoping. It's fine. Still ice knife him.
Huh?
How about you curse them? And we'll have you pray. Hooray!
All right.
Got a charm back. Love a charm. Ooh. Let's sort some stuff out here. There. Put the jingle in the boy. Oh no. Boy, I have no more room for jingle.
All right.
We open this door. We can! Wonderful. So anyway, I started blasting. Oh no! Just stop detecting
What do
trap.
we
Let's
want
put that back on again. What do you say? There we go. Great.
Done.
Occasional gusts of hot, foul-smelling air issue from the mouth of this massive tube. Heavy iron grate blocks passage beyond the tube's lip. Level lip. Hello? You're... Oh! You're the Devo! Hang on. You're the man we're here to see. How we doing? You see a being with skin of the purest ivory and hair of blinding white. His wings are charred, their feathers destroyed, yet he still radiates peace and love. Peace and love. He stands as if in meditation, taking no notice of your presence, holding his arms out to either side. Chains hold his forearms tightly, attached to the dais on which he stands. Though you do not recall having ever seen a Deva, you know in your heart that that's what this is. I've been looking for you, Deva.
What is it you wish of me, mortal? Speak your mind, and leave me to my memories of paradise.
Like the voice. Very, Tyrion? Not all the way to Tyrion, but, like, it's on the way there. Tyrion without the vocal effects. So some would say that in reference to Fern versus Era in the first class mage exam. Is that the Fern of Frieren fame? Because, yeah, she's great. I still have to see season 2 of that. I think they just announced that season 3 is coming out like next, not this October, but next October. So I got time.
Updated my journal.
The stench of Beator lies thick about you, Skull. You don't smell any better. When was the last time you bathed? Deva, yet those chains do not seem to bind him so much as smother his mind. The chains do not hold him. Belief chains him. Questions? You bring a Tanari to my presence. What, did the wings give it away? Well, yes, why not? I will not be baited by one who travels with fiends. Tanari, despite the suppleness of your form, you will not find me such an easy target as this mortal. Speak your mind and leave Treus into his imprisonment. It is not my intention to tempt you, Deva. I fear that your confinement has affected you adversely. You speak glibly, Tanari, as do all of your kind. Ask your questions, mortal, and leave. Not mortal. Not a robot. What is this place? Who are you? How did your wings get burnt? Ravel the let's cast from the top. Ravel the Hag sent me to you. She said you had knowledge for me about my stolen mortality. Ravel, the Night Hag, a stolen mortality. This all seems so familiar to me, yet I cannot dredge up the knowledge while these chains confine me. Alright. Why were you confined? People of this town, traitors all, know nothing of truth and beauty. I cannot tolerate it. They lured me here and chained me. Mortals do not possess the perspective that allows them to grow the strength of character to rise above desires, as I sought to teach them. Oh, you were doing missionary work. No wonder they chained you up. Disagree, Lord Treus. You simply had an overabundance of trust in your spirit for them. Surely, Mistress Tanari, you don't believe that mortals can ever gain that perspective? Not when you are what you are. Your very nature cries out to subdue any chance mortals might have to rise above their base instincts. Alright, that's enough. More questions. How can these chains be broken?
My journal.
These chains imprison more than my movements. Memories of much knowledge do I have, but the chains distort the memory. And they can be broken how? If I still possessed my instrument of my station, these chains could be sundered easily. My blade, celestial fire, is held by the shadows of this town, used to power their poor prison. If I only possessed it in my hand, such freedom would I again know. It is kept in this foul prison in a locked and guarded chamber. The door is locked, but I know the combination. He speaks three arcane symbols. How are you doing that with your mouth? That burn into your mind. Return and strike these chains with my blade. My restored memory should enlighten both of us. Alright. Maybe while you're here, think about how to be nicer to strangers.
Done.
Hot water. It's the best. Oh, well. Can't tell what exactly this machinery is, but it's most likely for mining or drilling into stone. Sure, that's what they said about the laser cannon they were building. Alright. Well. Go ahead and put this on... I guess either one of you want to put this on you first.
Yes? What did you wish?
Have you heal you up.
What?
Have you do a taunt, as is the traditional opener.
Endure.
Try to get ahead of this. Let's have you... confusion.
The flames await.
You can orb... Actually, yeah, let's have you shield yourself.
Stinkers.
Casting. Okay, good.
Things true.
Fabulous. Now this one.
I am wounded.
Yes?
I think we're out of the good stuff. We are, in fact, out of the good stuff. Hang on to this next time.
I hear your words.
Or use your own. Perfect.
Done.
Oh, is this what? I?
Art. There we go. Wonderful. Not, not great, but we got through it.
Hmm?
You can go rest after this. That's the wrong one. This one.
Right.
Don't go too far that way.
Hey.
Hey, all right. Disarm.
Fool thing.
Disarm trap failed, hey? All right. At least it didn't go off. Or did it? Jeez! Not worth it. All right. Okay, so we know about that. A quick save for a moment. We're going to go around this corner and just... Actually, before we do that, we're going to sneak.
Like a shadow. Might as well.
We're going to peek around this corner. I think I should have been doing this whole time.
Like a shadow.
Because if it's loot, that's great. If it's enemies, we're running a little bit low on everything. Oh, hello.
Like a shadow I am.
Alright. Since there's no one here, get back to detecting traps for a moment. More questions? You're gonna have to help me with that one, Bob. Matters tier. Greater embalming. Let's do it. Our regular embalming is only so-so. What is this? Appears to be the head of a massive drilling device that embedded itself into the rock and snapped its shaft. Ow. Or wizard. There. This one is the, yeah, okay. Sure, might as well put that there. You there? Here. This one. Can learn my own heal spell. What have I got in level 2 at this point? Honestly, nothing we use that much. There, be able to heal myself and more. Alright. They could not dig it. I'm just talking about Shaft. Oh, more questions. Got it. More questions. Momentarily ceased to be words and became nothing but phonemes. Yeah, phonemes. There we go. Where a lot of my pun names come from. And it's, honestly, it's a good well. I think we've all had that point where a word or series of sounds ceased to be language and just became noise. Alright, again, quick save. I'm just gonna go open this door. Let's see how many guys are behind it. The gate is held in place by massive locks and barbs. It looks like it would be impossible to open by any means you have at your disposal. Syllables. As you intone the first syllable, the gate creaks and groans. The metal barbs twist and pull on the second, and on the third, the gate springs open. Whoa, get out. Damn, too late. What the nine hells are you doing down here? Just wandering around. Wandering in the prison. Come to aid and escape. Let's reload. Wait, reload. We are not fit for yet another fight. All right. Well, that means that something else is going on with this door. Semantic satiation. What a wonderful cluster of syllables that is. I don't reach that point of words becoming noise. I've been told it's pretty common with people on the schizo spectrum. Huh. Did not realize that. Okay, so this is a different, more special door that needs a different, more special key. We're gonna go rest, and then we're gonna come back and open the proper door and beat up some guys. What's that one movie scene? I think that's Tommy Boy.
Right.
Where they're driving a borrowed car. They went over a bump, and the borrowed car had a nitrous oxide tank that then sprung a leak. So they're being gassed with NO as they're driving down the highway. And they're like, it's a funny word, roads, roads. It's a good scene, I think. Need a place to rest. Cool, thanks. Keen-eyed viewers will notice I've switched from hot drink to OJ, and it's still very good.
I'm gone.
Can never tell if a scene was in Black Sheep or Tommy Boy. They're really similar movies. There was, oh gosh, I don't even remember how it came up, but there was a conversation where we were trying to figure out if a particular line was in Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. It's the same problem. It's like all these jokes are very similar. I think Billy Madison is the one that's like that has the running gag of the O'Doyle rules, and at the very end it's like, O'Doyle, I got a feeling like your whole family's going down, but right now I got to take a test. It's just one of those that gets stuck in the brain. Alright. Save again. Actually, before going here, get myself some armor.
I'm gone.
Open. Hi, it's us again. You're meeting us for the first time. Just wandering around. I'm looking for a Deva. Nothing. Farewell. I mean, these two are not going to work, so let's just swing for the fences. Let's lean into this kid. I'm looking for a Deva. You'll be joining the Celestial Choir soon enough, Burke. Alright. Oh, what horrible thing should we do to you? Let's start with a Swarm Curse, hey? Ignis, do your worst, which is really your only mode. Mort, tell him all about how his family is ashamed of him.
In enduring, grow strong.
Aye.
And honestly, Anna, you just stab. Good start.
Damn.
Excellent. All right. Ooh, yuck. Don't love the sound of that spell.
Lend me strength.
Come on.
Folly.
The line I remember from Billy Madison was, "I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul." Yeah. Alright, did I misread this spell? Look at this. Flesh of the dead. As such, this will reserve the flesh of the nameless one, mending tears, offsetting decay, and making your skin more resilient. Oh. Plus 2 HP per level of the caster. Oh, got it. It's not a heal. It's a before combat.
I'm gone.
Like 1 hour don't die spell. Got it. See, now we know. Go ahead and shield
How
myself.
may I help?
Could you lightning that guy? I know we're indoors.
Yeah?
I have faith in you. Curse says?
I hear your words.
Curse is Frank. And also magic missile that guy. And also magic missile that guy, Fiery Edition.
Planes.
Woo! Sorry for all the flashies. I am. Yeah, that feels correct. Throw 4 spells at somebody and then just sort of poke him lightly and he falls over. Wonderful. Alright.
All right.
That door is locked.
Ready.
Okay, can we fix that?
Right.
Nope. So glad we have a thief. It'll heal you if you're injured because Infinity Engine doesn't do temp HP well. That makes sense. Oh, hi, boys. Would anyone like a ball lightning?
Huh?
I got it just special with your name on it.
I will hear you.
What do you wish of Ignis?
The power of love in this gun I found.
I'm listening.
Planes.
Wonderful. Everybody get the badly wounded one. Alternate grace over here.
What is thy bidding?
That's the fear spell. Let's do Seeking Flame instead. They don't need to be afraid of the dead.
I'm here.
Perfect. Ooh, glad we did that healing spell. Scroll. Spell scroll.
Just folly. What? Rock sings true.
May my faith lend me strength. Time is over.
Up.
Now I
Here comes Big Tony late to the party. Get you out of here, everyone else.
I'm here.
What's up,
Ignis
in
wishes
all
to
things?
burn.
What's the word, Chief?
The word is all the dirty words you know.
Yes. Yes.
Fill yourself up back here.
The flames await.
Nope, not that one. That's the bad one. This one. Oh, you.
What's up?
You. There.
Perfectly good
Had
waste
to
of
wake up
arms
from the
and
dead
legs.
in a place like this.
Fantastic. All right. That went much better.
I'm gone.
You know, I might have guessed there were more, and that's fine. Let's force missiles.
How may I help?
In the real world, you want to get the missile's consent.
I'm listening.
What?
Yeah.
There.
It is I.
What is this one? Sure.
Ignis hears you.
Mind to bless. Elemental strike. Eh. Love that. Oh, a key.
The clock sings true.
This might call for 5 missiles. One force missiles just isn't enough. Did anyone else ever watch Gesundheit? Has anyone else ever watched the old oh god, I can't remember the name of the show, but it was a Victor Borga routine where he talked about inflationary language. And so it was always like anything that sounded a little bit like a number was turned into a number, and then anything that just was a number would get kicked up one increment, which led to wonderful sentences like "You look beautiful 3-night." All right, well, we have... I should have read that. I meant to read that. There. The key is fashioned from a human finger, cunningly fitted with grooves, flanges, and rings. The lock that would take this key would be complicated indeed. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I met a complicated lock way back here that I think is deserving of an equally complicated and gruesome key. I'm wrong. I 9'd and 11 the loin with my 5. Yes, exactly. Right, the loop 11 on it. In the armed fives. Oh, what a wonderful bit. By Flist. No, it's F list. No, that's right there. It's Flist. You don't say M Otsar, do you?
Clock sings
Lots of shield spells on you fellas, eh? Aren't actually using those.
I'm a little out of practice.
Die.
I'm here.
While we have a moment, heal you up. Zoop.
All right.
Open this door. We can! So neither of those doors used our key, which makes me very curious about what key that door takes, or if I just did something wrong.
Maybe you have to put it in your hand.
Is it that kind of? No, does not go in hand. Good thought, though. Hand to this because we might use it. The wrong button. That's the right button. I guess they both work the same way. The important thing is ads. Hello, person. Hang on. People. Cursed citizens. Well, we're breaking them out. Before we break them out, hey, hon, it's one of my games. It's a jailbreak. Ads. Right, that's the thing I was talking about. It's going to be like this all night. Sorry for everyone who likes a more sort of linear load of conversation. Maybe find another streamer. We're gonna run 4 minutes. Right, we're gonna run 3 minutes of ads. Then I can't keep doing inflationary language. It'll be like this all night. 3 minutes of ads to knock out pre-rolls for the next hour. And then we'll be back with Prison Break. See y'all in a few. And we're back. Prison break only gets you a light sentence. Listen, Larrygar, we're friends and I love you, but you're on thin ice.
I'm gone.
I'm just gonna back up for just a second. I'm curious if I double check these are actually the things that I think they are and not secretly keys. Font. And it doesn't have a use option for us. That's fine. While we're in here, nope, not that. Who has free? What does this do again? Oh right, meteor swarm. Hey, what's this button do? It says meteor swarm. So, have a guess. All right, let me give this to you. And that is a scroll. Oh yeah, you're full up over here, huh? Just full of cheese. This one works on you guys. I should prioritize that in the future. Not right now. There. I thought I had a third. Did have a third. There it goes. The Ignis is never using shield. Let's be real. He's got flame shield. Actually, do those stack? They do. Great. Excuse me. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Our swarms have had hardly any meat on them, so I'm going to press it. Amazing. Hi, everyone. Okay, we got 4 of you. I'm just going to go ahead and back on out.
Huh?
Go ahead and bottleneck you guys on the way in. Wonderful.
I will hear you.
Hey, but do you have another confusion locked and loaded? You do. That's wonderful.
In
Great news.
Zalmoth's name.
Did that get... That's unfortunate. All right. Go ahead.
What you be wanting
Go
now?
in. Guess it's on you, Bernie boy. Orb? Orb this man. Wow. Do it again. Flaming basketball.
You see that? Balance in all things.
No, fire, lots of fire.
Balance in all things. No fire.
Done.
Of course we should fight fire with fire. We should fight everything with fire.
Mort, like Latin.
More like Latin. Amazing.
Just folly.
Bully him. Stuff him in a locker. Great.
Okay.
Done.
Ignis, why would you fight fire? Embrace the fire. Oh my god, there's just so damn many of you. Alright, you know what? No, we haven't used this thing enough. Get Cloud killed.
Aye?
Actually, first of all, everyone else stay back. Get Cloud killed. Like, you know, not the best, obviously, but it worked. What does this one do again?
How may
We're
I
about to find out. No time like the present. Space laser? Does she just end the... Oh! Ha! We get a cutscene for Meteor Swarm. That seems appropriate. Ah! Listen, in 98, this shit hit like crazy. Alternatively, ballast in all things is very good. Hooah! And they're still standing. Honestly, impressive. And
try
you,
to arise over the merely carnal and see the universe for more than it is?
Uh-huh.
Ready. I'm here. I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
What do you wish of Ignis?
Tickle this man. Thank you.
Die.
I'm a little out of practice.
Goodness gracious.
Done.
Also, clearly there are traps. Get back to detecting them.
I'm gone.
It seems... I mean, I guess I get it, but it seems awkward to put traps in the thoroughfare in which your guards walk. But obviously it's to stop the detainees. Presumably you could teach the guards, don't step on the green tiles.
Also, that doesn't take care about the guards. If the guard eliminates himself, that's one less guy you have to pay.
True, you don't have to pay a dead guard.
I'm trying to concentrate here. What you be wanting now?
You try and sneak? I don't think that's going to work.
What's up?
Give anything a shot once. Lit any of that fella?
Your reasons for your incessant clicking are not known to me.
You're adorable. Ball lighting.
Fire once fed, I may send it to feed again.
Let's just pile on one guy. And now, the longest spell ever. Planescape Torment got jealous of Final Fantasy summon animations. That was nothing like an Eden summon sequence. Alright. Now everyone murdered this one. Great. Proud of y'all.
Yeah. Planes.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
Hooray! Ooh, Spell of Armor. That's handy. You... Don't expect you to use this, but if we run into something that's immune to fire, it'd be nice for you to have something else going on. Back on, you're just getting hit a lot. Whoops, back it up.
Get your eyes off my arse.
Trying to keep us alive, Anna. I've gotten more to say, if I could click on you, things would be different.
Done.
Hello, boys. What's shaking, Kevin Bacon? Some of that. I forget that I have actually pretty high level spells. Bless yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'll wag it.
Let's have you... I'm going to try this again. I didn't give this a shot last time. Have you... Curses?
The flesh knows that it suffers, even when the mind does not.
Find that one. And I think you're mostly out of spells, so let's just have you shield up and get in there. Love some fire and ice. Oops. Too close to me. Too close to me. Unfortunate. Sorry, everybody. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball. Now this one.
What?
Taunt away. This one.
Planes.
Cut it out, I'm not deaf. Right. I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
Gone.
Oh, not what I meant to click, but fine. Oh, what a good time for a charm. Alright, let's put that in the pile. Yeah, we're getting... Sun's getting real low. Alright. Now, detect traps.
All right.
So this is the end of this run. Great. Okay, all these doors are locked. Maybe there's a lever? Okay, there's some leverite. You will need a key. And it's not this key. So then what does this key do? No, the key you're looking for is on the 17th guy.
Simple mind, simple pleasures.
Not gonna mean much, but we'll do everything we can here.
On the blasted plains, Zerthamon told Gith that there cannot be two skies.
I shall bless the
In the wake of his
with my
words.
touch.
Alright, Terror. Buy ourselves a little time here. Hey, would you mind getting Black Sphere? Hey, Terror worked. Great! Oh, that was wonderfully timed. Would like to do that again.
Yes?
It's a darkness fireball that doesn't hit friendlies. Well, I see how I've made the game difficult for myself by not casting my brand new spell that I learned from potentially an X. Reminder note, Elson, for the love of whatever powers you hold dear, don't make the same mistake thrice. You're not trying to open the door to the inner sanctum, so do not step on the trigger plate. First time you made the mistake, it cost you your foot. Second time, it was most of your leg. Shudder to think what atrocities you might inflict on yourself should you step on it a third time. Destroy this note when you finally gotten this message through that blockade of stone you call a skull. Amazing. And then, as long as we're here...
Might as well.
Looks like this is the end of the loop. Honestly, the end of the map.
I'm here.
Alright, we got Blood Charm. Give that to me. Blood Charm, also moi. Bracelet, also moi. Oh, can't. Here. You can be the backup jingly jankly person. This, that, so I can probably identify it. On site. Dread Bond. Immunity to panic. +1 strength. Usable only by fighters and living creatures. Incredible. Oh, it's a bracelet or a belt. I can give you this. Nice. All right. We can sell this next opportunity we get. Actually, can you wear this? Doesn't do anything. That's fine. Neat. And I tried to quick save and the game crashed. All right, let's go ahead and just deal with that. One of these. There we go. Hopefully that quick save first and then crashed. I don't want to do that fight again. Hooray! Important question.
Aye? Right.
I still don't know what this does. All right. You're already through the door that the fingerbone opened. Cool. Thank you. I was looking for a you used a key thing, and I must have just missed it in all the everything. Oop, come back. There's a pressure plate. Presumably to open this door. Hooray! Oh, Cassius? Play? See a grossly corpulent man with folds of fat oozing every which way. His eye slowly turns towards you, and when it lands on you, you are suddenly hit with a feeling of unspeakable danger. I hold the true essence of the sword. What you see there is a shadow shell. The blade is in me. You must defeat me to reach it. Who are you? His deep voice, rolls out from the layers of fat. Nope, I'm sticking with it. My name is Cassius. I was the greatest weapon of a dead abyssal lord, and his heirs seek me yet. I am a dread secret in the heart of the chaotic plains, and I am the guard of this blade. You don't look that dangerous. You're a weapon? Corpulent Tony! I love Corpulent Tony. I was once the most effective weapon in all the abyss, shaped to my master's will. Could take the form of any creature's doom. I have slain... Oh no, it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I have slain more foes of my dead lord than most have moments in their lives. My brother, my pale shadow, my Zekiel, slays still in the depths of the abyss. Why'd you leave? I love just being able to have a talk with Corpulent Tony. This is nice. You don't get to talk to weapons very often. And usually when you do, they're annoying. My master sank into the heart of the abyss while I was out a-slaying. When I returned from the assassination, he was gone, and his heirs came baying to claim me. None of them could tame me, and so I left. This duty is pleasant. Those who come I slay. It's not an onerous task. Could you slay me? He studies you carefully. After a moment, he announces, I could, though it would be a dear fight. Do you wish me to slay you? I'd like you to try. Tell me that you have come for the blade, and I shall destroy you. Well, I've come for the blade, so you're in luck. His voice is cavernously deep. Dare I go higher? His sword powers the prison of Curst. Its removal shall free all the prisoners condemned to be forgotten. I am charged to prevent this from happening. Do you wish the blade? Well,
more nasal.
Now that you told me that it also frees all the prisoners, for sure we're doing this. Hey, Alice.
Does it free the prisoners, or does it free the prisoners?
I don't know.
Snicker snack is a form of freeing.
You're sure, but I have no other way to open the doors.
Sure.
You get to fist bump them because you remembered that they are your love and the king of the dark elves. I mean, God, Stranger of Paradise was a hell of a game, huh? I do wish the blade. Then these are the rules. You must choose between 3 options. Strength, wits, or speed. Well, I know which one we've got. Because it's only one of them. Should you fail at any of these, I shall destroy you. Wits! Wits, please! And I shall ask you 3 riddles. Should you fail, I will destroy you and fashion pipes from your skull, and play a song of torment on your spirit for eternity. Man, new Ocarina of Time got dark. Ask me your questions, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid.
Dated my journal.
Sure. You begin with the classic riddle. Walks on four. Okay, you gotta do this one. If you have a riddle in a game, you gotta do the Sphinx's riddle. Walks on 4 legs at dawn, 2 legs at noon, and 3 at dusk. You know the answer. Human crawls on all 4s at birth, walks on 2 legs during youth, and leans on a cane during old age. I hope this is a gotcha. A wounded dung beetle is very funny. A shape-changing Tanari. That is correct. The second riddle. I groan, but words never escape my lips. I may be empty, but never am I full. What am I? Hunger. The third riddle is this. What flies and cannot stand still. What devours all it touches, yet eats nothing. What can never be lent, yet is always wasted. What is always spent, yet never earned. You gotta have a time riddle. After The Hobbit, you gotta have a time riddle. God, what a great scene. What a great scene. I'm gonna reread The Hobbit. Answer's time.
Dated my journal.
You have bested me. Thanks to your 25 intelligence, I was no match. I appreciate that, not that I had a chance to really showcase it, but there's 3 riddles that you know, I also knew the answers to. I don't know if I've told it on this chat before. I don't want to go into the whole thing now because it'll take too long. I have a wonderful good friend of mine and GM who does occasionally, usually about once a campaign, give us a riddle dungeon, which is something that I have so much respect for, because I feel like if I tried to do puzzles in a game, I would whiff one way or the other. So they would either be like laughably simple or unreasonably difficult, and either way doesn't feel very good. And for the most part, she knows her players well and has picked things that were spot on. I don't know. It was maybe it was a bad day. But we got a riddle that was like, show me only sunshine, and there was a mask on the wall looking at a plinth that had the riddle written on it. The solution to this riddle, spoilers for a riddle that probably exists somewhere else, but is to cover up all the words in the riddle so that only the word sunshine at the end is visible. But the room is also filled with a whole bunch of stone objects that either evoke celestial entities like suns, moon, and stars, or things that would traditionally be yellow, bananas, lemons, things like that. And 5 otherwise fairly intelligent people spent, I think, an hour before she was finally like, I should never put objects in the room. That's you guys are in completely the wrong location. You just need to cover up the words. And that puzzle now lives in infamy. So every time that there's a puzzle mentioned, I'm sitting going, show me only sunshine. Give me one more chance to redeem myself. You have bested me. Your appearance led me to believe that your wits were a match for your scarred exterior. I have failed in my duty. And I yield the blade to you. I must depart this place. That's rough, bud, but thanks. And they're gone.
How ableist is he?
I mean,
Seems
that.
like
Oh my god. Oh. Hey, the prisoners are out.
do they like you?
No, they all immediately went hostile.
Well, in their defense, you're the one holding the sword.
You guys were there in your cells when I went up and down this alley killing every guard in the place. We should be friends, or at least neutral. Alright, fine. I heard one person say he makes riddles and he doesn't decide what the answer is until a player does something he likes. That's up there with the, how do you know when they've killed the dragon? And the guy's like, they kill it when it stops being fun to fight. Which is objectively the right answer. You're brilliant people to be complete idiots. I think the more smart people in a room, the higher chance that we're all gonna roll bad on wisdom.
Okay, but what does that say about me? Because when I joined that group and we got another riddle one and everyone was stuck, I realized it was 5th element.
Yeah. It was good.
So I lowered the wisdom?
No, you clearly raised it because we got through that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have a bunch of citizenry. Y'all get in here so that we're not trying to fight them in a doorway. And I guess we also have, we have a sword. Usable only by lawful good characters. Well, pity. We're burning through a lot of healing stuff, which is a shame. But it's better than dying. Actually, yeah, let me... By the time I get over there and cast this, you're going to be somewhere else. And just cast it here in the opening.
I'm listening.
You no spells. Just the... Yeah, alright. Featuring this person. Gross. Alright, let's have you go ahead and grab this person. Hell yeah. Alright. No, I didn't expect that to go so well as it did.
I'm gone.
And before you guys come in here... And you're all so wonderfully grouped up like that. Yes. Again. Yes. Wonderful. All right.
All right.
Nope, not that. Yep. That also works. Sure. Fine, let's fight each other. Alright. Well, that did not go at all the way I'd hoped. It's fine. Can't win them all. We have the sword, that's the important thing. Take the win. We have the cheese, also good to remember. We have so much stuff to sell whenever we get to somewhere we can sell. Alright, hang on to that. Could be useful. It might come in handy. The way, Andy, this map is where you can pick up the last character you could recruit if you want to swap someone out. That's good to know, thank you. Alright, excellent. It's all quiet out there and we can quick save, suggesting that we are done with the hostile encounter. It's hum with mystical power. Yeah, I would hope. Oh, never mind, they're still dying. Alright. Let's go ahead and just... Either way... So you guys are no longer fighting each other. You've become unified under a banner of violence. Hate that for me.
Ignis hears you.
Ignis is out of spells. That's
I'm here.
You are not out of spells.
In enduring, grow strong. There
Caffeine. Pause for caffeine.
Meow.
Enjoy. Hey, Dublin Blade. I heard you like killing guards, so we put guards next to guards. You can kill guards while you kill guards. Really appreciate how much Exhibit added to the cultural lexicon.
Ageism says make like a cat and stretch.
Oh, thank you. Very good reminder. I've been shrimping bad trying to get out of this dungeon alive with at least some healing items left. Ooh, it's fine. They're dropping some now. How full are you on? You're completely full. Who is next? Fall from Grace. Congratulations. Please enjoy these rings. I could get rid of a lot of like the keys that we don't need anymore, but I'm terrified that the moment I do, we'll need them again. You know? It's happened at least once. Let's go ahead and have you detect traps again. Although, if there are traps in the cells that haven't been set off, that kind of beggars belief, if I'm honest. Okay, we can get there from the other side. Let's keep going around this way. What's this? What's this? Person appears to have died from some horrible wasting disease. Yeah, that'll do it. Quick loot is particularly fun in this game, so you just watch the like suddenly there's a bunch of, oh boy, suddenly there's a bunch of rats, for instance. Home with mystical power, but on key, or who would you swap out? That's a good point, actually. So, like, I know the characters I for sure would not get rid of. Anna and Mort were do or die. As much as I grumble at Dakon, he's very useful, having a fighter mage around. Ignis is a little more one note than I was counting on. I think he's actually first on the chopping block if we're going to swap somebody else out. Because...
Are there two characters that you haven't figured yet?
Well, I think someone let it slip already that there's one in the Modron maze.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced I'm ever going to be strong enough to get through the Motron maze, so I'm not too worried about that one. Oh boy, what do I even...
Yeah, you already are a mage, so like...
Yeah,
They
we've...
can teach you some shit and get rid of him.
I guess we haven't talked to him yet. We should do that first. Let's do that after this fight. Go lay it on them.
Huh?
Have you... Could skull mob them. Everyone get ready for one of the loudest spells in the game.
I hear your words.
You know,
Set
you could maybe make a drinking game out of it.
out of the skulls. There it goes. This game is very silly. Still going. Holy moly. Alright, grab all that.
I fear I've been wounded. Yes? What did you wish? What?
Gone.
I probably should have at some point in here.
I've been wounded. Yes?
Good lord. Alright. No. Let's just have you
How may I help? It shall be done.
get out of there. And
What do we want to know?
you heal her up on the way.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, okay. So you're in there, you keep murdering.
What do you wish?
Do you have any healing, buddy? No, 'cause you're on fire. That's a good reason.
All things.
That's a good reason. You get out. No.
I shall serve.
Stop casting Ice Knife on your friends. Now, hard turn.
Be at peace, Ignis.
Or Ignis could die and save me the choice. It's fine, I've got that censure of raised it. This prison has been the worst. Which, you know, fits a prison.
Is it the worst?
It's
Or
the
is it-
cursed. Okay, let's give you this, and that, and also this, and I'm gonna put this in here. You're gonna get this. These aren't helping anybody at this level. I'm gonna grab this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Great. And then I'm gonna use this on you. Wonderful. Oh. How's that? Nope, he's still fine. Wait, that wasn't me. You. You're fine. Okay. Well,
All right.
let's get the hell out of here before we die again and go rest. And then talk to Ignis. And then get ready to leave Ignis behind forever. Mort, I didn't know your brothers were in town. The Skull Avalanche is such a good spell. Like, it's not necessarily the most powerful AoE, but it's just fun. Alright. No one die on the walk back to the Hermit. Ignis is gonna run into Bailey and make a decision for you. It's funny because, like, his attack is ranged. There's no reason.
All right.
Hermit, we're in bad shape. Hermit, help. Alright, do you have healing items for sale? Good place to rest. Thanks, bud. Hermit, you're the only one in here I like who isn't part of the party. Hey, do you want to join the party? I'd leave Ignis behind for you. You let us rest anywhere? Back to the table.
All right.
Right, the thing, Andy, the thing you said you were going to do. do that right now on the road. Hey, buddy. I haven't talked to you because I assumed that you were just going to say burn like 17 times, but let's at least chat. Flames curl around Ignis's throat, and a tongue of flame streams from behind his blackened teeth. Yes. See, this is what I was worried this conversation was going to be like. Hey, bud, what happened? This way. A small pocket of flesh on Ignis's cheek pops and runs in a streaming trickle down his jaw. This way Ignis always was. Okay, you look human, or at least you look like you're human once. Ignis twists, hunching his head forward as his body spins slowly above the ground. The effect is much like a fiery whirlwind, thermal streaming off of his body and distorting the air around him. Still Ignis. Always Ignis. See, now that I appreciate. Never mind then, I had some other questions. As you open your mouth to speak, Ignis suddenly whirls on you. You're forced to choke back your words as the heat from his frame floods over you. Ignis might you be, sparks in bodies, always seeking to rise. What you mean? All things burn inside. Ignis's head cranes back and throws his arm wide. His head cranes back and throws... Okay, fine. Spirals of flame and heat traveling up his arms. Only need to be kindled with flames to become Ignis. So might you have been Ignis. Huh. Actually, if you try to kindle the flames within people, you usually just end up killing them. You're saying everyone has the potential to become like you with the right spark? Yes. Ignis grins, cocking his head to one side, ashes falling from his skull and being swept up in the flaming wreath that surrounds him. You're a weird guy, Ignis. Questions? No more talking questions. I wish to speak of flames and of burning. Your words are like oil. You watch them fill Ignis's eyes, fanning the flames you see there. Flames? Ignis... In another simpler world, Ignis was just really into trains.
No, he's an arsonist. He's straight up an arsonist.
It's just his special interest is fire. Heat around him rising as if in interest. Speak, Ignis will listen. You're a master of the art. Can you teach me of your powers? Ignis once knew much. No longer. Ignis burns. In suffering, Ignis learns. Oh, you did like a rhyme. That's so cute. A tiny flame gusts from his mouth, like laughter, and a stream of ember spits forth. Suffer. Learn. Yeah, right. So you're about to speak the words, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. You are suddenly struck with the certainty that the knowledge Ignis has to teach you may permanently scar you. Oh, wouldn't that be a shame? A scar. To ruin my flawless complexion.
Save.
I already did.
Okay.
May permanently scar you, but you don't know how you know this. How many of these scars did we get from Ignis? Lars set himself on fire for you guys. Yeah, right. Suffer. Flames flicker eagerly. Ha! Flames flicker eagerly along the edges. Why did I think cacaw was the eagle sound? Flames flicker eagerly along the edges of Ignis's mouth, spiraling up along the melted ruin of his face. Burn? I like to think that most of this conversation to anybody else is just sort of like talking to a cat, where Ignis is just sort of saying burn, but with different inflection points to kind of give the suggestion of meaning and intent. Pieces of self are burned away. Ignis. Ignis may still teach much. I wish to learn. Teach me. Where flames once burned, one may send them again. Before you can react, Ignis's claw lashes out and clutches your finger, and with a greedy hiss, he burns it. And through the searing pain, you close your eyes and scream. You force your eyes open to see the burning mass of your hand from where Ignis touched it. He floats above, uncaring, cradling your finger, then snaps the tip off, leaving just the base. He hisses, cinders and ash drifting from his mouth. He flicks the charred remains of your finger back to you. All right, Vare. What did you do?
My journal.
Oh, clench your teeth or something. It is closer to the actual eagle sound than the red hawk screeches. Anybody who hasn't heard a particularly bald eagle sound,
They are not
it's an
respectful.
embarrassing noise. At least to human ears. I don't know what it sounds like to other eagles. Teachings. To learn, one must suffer. Well, I got more fingers. Suffer. I wish to learn. Okay. Alright, good. Is this like gambling? We're doubling or nothing? Alright, we've lost 4 permanent HP. Out of 80? Force your eyes open to see the burning mass of your hand from where Ignis touched it. Only a blackened stump remains, twitching, blood streaming from it. Ignis seems oblivious to your pain. His attention is devoted to your severed hand, which he is holding, admiring it like a trophy. Give that back. Ignis ignores you. You watch as flames from his hands encircle your severed hand like a wreath, slowly burning the last remains of flesh from it, like a sculptor, until only the fused bone remains. Gives a long, low hiss, and then flings his creation back to you. You manage to catch it in your remaining hand. You notice the flesh of your severed hand is re-knitting itself slowly, painfully. Looks like it's regrowing. Hey, what'd you do?
Dated my journal.
Teachings. To learn, one must suffer. Cool, we're gonna pause here, but thanks for all that.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm hearing lots of oohs and ohs.
Nothing.
Nothing, tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
Alright, you don't have one of these. Oop.
Check your.
I'm working, hang on, the things will be happening. First go here, there. Great, that'll help. Send this back to you. Okay, so we have this charm. Copy Seeking Flame. Seeking Flames is a pretty good spell. Sure, gimme. Hand. Infernal Orb, also a very good spell. Alright, gimme. Alright, so for each body part, we get a spell.
And some resistance.
That makes a lot of sense. I haven't needed this in a while, and in 25, we can mostly ID everything on site. Let's keep 1 just for a rainy day. This is not as useful as I had hoped it would be, and I think I would rather have this than the Swarm Curse. Damage per second. Yeah, okay. Great! Save again. How are we doing on... Not that, this. Oh yeah, look at... Woo! Yeah, alright. That's good. Fire and magical fire resistance up. Okay, we still have 76 hit points. We're okay. Post-jailbreak, pull my finger with Ignis. Yeah.
So you can go higher.
Again, I got 76 hit points.
Yeah.
Yes.
More of the arch. You need pieces in order to teach me? What about my eyeball? What about the strip of my intestines? Eyeball. Ignis lashes out again, his finger like a spear. Doesn't strike for the eye that you can remove. Figures. Fails your other eye. There is no pain, only surprise, and then you scream as Ignis lets loose a stream of flames into your socket. They seem to eat into your skull. The hiss of burning flesh fills your nostrils and smoke clouds your vision. You force your eyes open through bloodied vision, yet only one eye opens. You can barely make out Ignis hovering in the air in front of you, his hands cupping a small orb of flame. Your eye seemingly untouched by the heat. As you watch, his hands cover the eye and you feel a second burning pain in your eye socket. Suddenly, even through the searing pain, you can see correctly again. Ignis opens his hands, and within it, you can see the ruined mass of your eyeball, barely recognizable, yet your eye is still in your socket. He cackles, and with a breath of flame, the eyeball rises from his grasp and drifts over to you like a flake of ash in the air.
Updated my journal.
I take it. Tiny snakes of flame spiral from Ignis's ruined sockets, traveling up past his charred skull. I'm willing to suffer for more. I got these intestines. Ignis cocks his head as you hold up your intestines. Suddenly swoops in and snatches it from your grasp. Holding it, he strings it between two hands like rope, and he hisses to himself. You watch the intestines steam as he holds them, turning black, and you feel a slow burning pain in your abdomen. This whole scene is reminding me there's a great bit, minor spoilers for a throwaway line in Mass Effect 2. At the start, minor spoilers for the first, 15 minutes of Mass Effect 2. So, your main character, Shepard, dies in the beginning of Mass Effect 2 by being ejected out of a spaceship that's exploding, and then noticing that their suit has, punctures in it. So they start losing air and suffocate as they re-enter atmosphere. It's a pretty brutal scene. Later on, you link up with a Krogan friend. Krogan are these, they're basically Cleons. They're these big space reptiles, very tough. You meet Rex, and you're like, listen, Rex, I died. They brought me back. And as you describe that you got ejected from the ship, because he wasn't there, you got ejected from the ship and slowly died. Rex is like, oh, man, thank goodness for that redundant nervous system, huh? And you're like, yeah, humans don't have those. And he's like, oh, that must have sucked. This whole thing where it's like, I can give you my organs, but I still feel what you're doing to them? Must have sucked. Strings out the intestines handspan by handspan, and as he lets each length fall from his grasp, it starts rotating around him like a spiral, snaking in a slow pattern, each portion being roasted by his flames. Seems to be some dancing pattern to the way the flames are touching the strip of intestines, slowly blackening them, till it looks like a long string of charred meat, low and slow. You need about 8 hours of this, and they'll be perfect. The burning in your abdomen makes you wince, but it's nothing compared to the pain you felt when Ignis charred the other portions of your body. You watch your burning guts spiral in Ignis's flames, then suddenly they gutter out. Gutter out when talking about intestines is twice as funny. And they fall into Ignis's hands. He gives a hiss and throws them to you. Much power is in an immortal's organs.
Updated my journal.
Hold your charred intestines in your hand. They look like a blackened rope. Ignis hovers above you, tiny motes of ash drifting from his burning, emaciated frame. Speak more of flames and burning. What happened to make you this way? I'm going to follow this path one more time. We speak more of burning. Sparks and bodies. If you end up trying to kindle the flames within people, you usually end up killing them. Yes. Ignis grins, cocking his head to one side, ashes falling from his skull. Cool. Other questions, then. Let's talk about anything else. You will answer my questions. I set you free, and I may send you back to your hell again. Think you will chain Ignis? Kill you, turn you to ashes, Ignis can. For now, Ignis follows. But threats anger Ignis. Actually, you couldn't stop me. You could burn me, but I'd just keep coming at you until you were kindling, so enough with the threats. Flames will burn the immortality from you. You're not safe from my flames. Maybe you don't understand what immortality means, Ignis. You're not immortal. Ignis can kill you. Scatter your ashes to the winds. You watch as he flings his arms wide, and a heat pours from him.
Why are you baiting this guy?
Oh, that's funny. You're forced to shield your eyes. There's a great roaring as the air flees past you, being drawn into Ignis. Stop that. As you try to shout at Ignis to stop, the tide of heat turns back upon itself, and blazing heat washes over you. You feel your flesh begin to smolder, then smoke, and the beginnings of pain. You clench your teeth, and over the pain you can hear Ignis cackling laughter.
Updated my journal.
As you shout his name again, the heat dies. As you draw your arms back from your face, you see that your skin has blackened from where Ignis burned it. Ignis is watching you hungrily. You know more than anything that whatever Ignis is, whatever power that has embraced him, it has the power to destroy you. If his flames were to kill you, there would be nothing left of your body. We're not challenging him on that. Okay, we'll speak later. Let me go eat my eyeball. Ignis's terror. Could be useful. Good for crowd control. There we go. Got there. That shield is a nice spell. Where's that? In here? Yeah, alright. I have not been very successful with Vampiric Touch, but an extra shield is very nice. That. And then we have... I think I'm going to keep the orb. I'll do the damage, you guys do the crowd control. Save! Alright. Deva.
Done.
Gonna go give an angel his sword. Hopefully he doesn't use it against us. But if he does, at least I'm mostly fire resistant. Probably helps with angels, right? I don't think radiant damage existed in this edition. Is this your sword? Is this your sword? And shuffle it back into the deck. It's in the middle of the prison. He looks shocked for a moment. Celestial fire. Recover my blade. Will you free me? And strike a blow against the chain. Strike the Deva? We're not doing that. But I like that they give us the option. Chains. Chains sunder easily under the blade, and the sound of a thunderclap resonates between your ears. Everything goes black for a moment, and you feel the blade vanish from between your fingers.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
Hell yeah. Hi, bud.
I thank you for freeing me. I owe you much. What would you ask of me, mortal? I'm afraid I can offer little in the way of boons.
Questions. Do you seek power over the minds of your fellow mortals? Do you hope for wishes to be granted? You want wealth? You seek more souls? I seek knowledge, not power or wealth. And speak your desire. My mortality has been stolen from me, and I wish to reclaim it.
Updated my journal.
You speak foolishness. Yet, there is one who might be able to help you with what you seek. It is a fiend named... Give me a moment. Jewel Forked Tongue. He shall aid you. The Deva's lips quirk in a small smile. He is under an obligation to do charity. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
How do I reach him? There lies a portal to the north of this prison. The key is a broken chain link. He looks meaningfully at the shattered links around his feet, stoops, and presses one into your hand. An appropriate key for one who seeks to leave Curst. Many thanks. Farewell, mortal. I have business to attend to. Leave me shoot my evil and sexy affairs. He looks meaningfully at the ceiling of his prison and leaps into the earth above him like a diver into an ocean. Okay, bye. North of here, huh? Is that the special door? The only door we haven't opened? The door for Cusco? Cusco's door? Oh yeah, it's a new day. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Aye?
And also you level up. Fantastic. Let's just get everything to 100 and then we'll party. Great. Lovely. How bad? Okay, we ended up at 74. That's fine. Are we now the least hit point full? Let's see. No. Okay, Fall from Grace has half of Mort's hit points, and he's just ahead. Okay, so we're not even. We're like the third weakest.
Done.
That's fine. Do I have to be the one to open the door? It's not even that. Where's the chain link you gave me? I want my chain link. If he has twice as many hit points, he's more than just ahead. Good, very good.
He's also got teeth.
He does also have... He has magic teeth. Actually, what teeth do you currently have? Okay, was there not? Aha, okay. More powerful magic weapon. Great. Okay, so I guess we have the idea of a chain link? They've also said north of the prison, so maybe there's a portal up here that we just did fine when we were here last time. But I want to go through that door.
How's it feel to want?
Not great. Is it up in here where the big thing happened? A link of Trias's broken chain and finding a portal to the north. Normally, they've given us keys as items, which makes me think that we don't actually have the thing. But also, it said that he pressed it into our hand, I thought. Let me find... Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Looks meaningfully at the shattered links around his feet, stoops and presses one into your hand. Yeah, okay. So I guess we have it? I just don't know where it is. Feels like it should be opening this door, but he also said portal, and portals usually have a different look in this game. I might just go look it up, because we're about to run 3 more minutes of ads, knock out pre-rolls for the remainder of stream. And I'm gonna go figure out what happened to our key and why it isn't working. Maybe it's up here. We got like a minute. Let's just see. Maybe it's up in the corner here. It'd be funny to have a portal next to a door. That would be a wonderful selection, I think. Ah, found it. All right, we'll go through this when we get back. Seems to be a narrative key. Maybe they didn't want to make something so small. I thought I clicked on the door. I think I clicked on the door first when the nameless one wasn't close enough, and that may have misconfigured things. That's fine. We got there, and we'll get there in just a few minutes after we run some ads, and then we'll be back for the final 45 or so minutes of stream. See y'all then. All right. Let's get back on the road here. As you approach the door, the link of chain Trias Trias? Trias? I can't decide. I'm going to go with Trias. Trias pressed into your hands begins to heat. There's a telltale flickering around the edges of the barbed gate. Portal waits here. Activated? Oh, and there's also a person? Hi? Is your name Valor the Jailer? Best part of ad break, cat. It's true. The cat and the song are really the only good things I've got to bring to that whole situation. Before you is a towering empty suit of... Oh! Empty suit of armor. The plates are suspended in space as if secured over an invisible frame. Red veins run across the length of the metal greaves, and a huge double-edged executioner's axe rests in his hands. Engravings decorate the surface of the armor, the most prominent of which is a crimson serpent with its wings outspread. Alright, let's go down the list. Examine the armor. The armor is archaic, and the shoulder blades are just that, a great ridge of blades sprouting from the shoulder plates. You almost would have taken the ridge blades as decoration, but they look too heavy and dangerous to be anything more than an additional weapon on an already menacing suit of armor. The armor bears dents and other marks of battle, and its surface has been scarred by age and rust. Examine the axe. Double-bladed battle axe is reminiscent of an executioner's axe. The axe head has been forged into the likeness of a blood-red serpent with its wings outspread. Damn, that sounds cool as hell. The outstretched wings curling to become the edges of the axe. The axe itself is huge, even wielded two-handed, but requires tremendous strength to use effectively, so not for us then. Yet it rests in the disembodied gauntlet of the armor, almost casually. Examine the helm. Helm resembles the skull of some creature. Okay, it did look like a head. Now I understand. Helm resembles the skull of some creature. Curved metal teeth line the bottom edge of the faceplate, hanging down over empty space. The helm rests in the air, its interior hidden in shadow. What happens if we take the helm? Ah! As you reach out, there is a sudden flare of brilliant red light from beneath the helm. Oh no, it's Alphonse. Lancing out to almost blinding, you shield your eyes from the glare. When you uncover them, you are confronted with two embers burning within the shadows of the helm. Sorry, didn't count on a voice line there. I am awakened. So we finally found you, Orokusaki. The voice is spectral, hollow, and echoes within the suit of armor. It's not a human voice. It feels more like a force, a presence. Doesn't sound like anything alive, or... Okay, that's never been a bar for entry into this party. Or like anything that's ever lived. Who are you?
My journal.
I am Valor. What are you? I'm a mercy killer. Oh, no, hang on.
No.
Are they?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Valor pronounces the word mercy killer. Anna and Mort stiffen. Yeah, and me, the player. Mercy killer? Mercy killers serve justice. Justice purges evil. When oh no. Oh no. Is the suit of armor a paladin? When all have been cleansed, the multiverse achieves perfection. How do you serve justice? Justice uses... I love the capitalization. Justice uses mercy killers as her eyes. Justice uses mercy killers to dispense her will. When sentence is passed, she lends us her strength. How do you...
Does imply that he will only apply justice after sentencing.
True. How do you know when to dispense justice? Justice sees through my eyes. The eye... It's just... He's gonna turn into, like, dime store Batman the longer we go. I'm so sorry.
No, did you not hear the voice?
No, because I talked right over it.
Straight up Batman.
Justice sees through my eyes. The eyes of a mercy killer can see the cracks of weakness, the frailties, the wounds of mercy upon the heart. In seeing, I know the guilty. Dakon's gonna love this guy. I know their fear. I'm just turning into Darkness Man from City Council of... You just get a little bit more down here, yeah. I'm trying to do, like I said, I much prefer the, like, 17-year-old trying to be edgy Batman. What do you see when you look at another? All I see is judged. I may look at the heart and mind of another and know them. The eye of justice sees through me. What do you see when you look at Dakon? This Githzerai's heart lacks the prejudice that poisons his kind, yet he exists in conflict with himself. His word is his will and his law. Where the Githzerai thrive in chaos, this one suffers. What do you mean by that? The Githzerai race burns with prejudice. There's no place for prejudice in Justice's eyes. Okay. What prejudices? By its nature, prejudice taints justice. Githzerai are prejudiced against the Githyanki, her racial cousins, and the Illithids, who were the owners of the Gith peoples. That one's not so bad. Hatred for both the Githyanki and the Githzerai burns in the Githzerai. Yeah. Hatred for both the Githyanki and the Illithids burns in the Githzerai heart. Noun soup. All right, Ash, you said something else. What do you think about? Anna is very quickly, particularly after the conversation with Ravel, is becoming my, litmus test for other people. How do you react to her? Tiefling is tainted by the lower planes. Her blood leaves no room for loyalty to justice. She understands justice, but she ignores it. Baylor's eyes flare to torches. She will not ignore me. Anna's eyes narrow. You best be keeping your blind eye off me, Spirit. I'll have no dealings with you, so I won't. Tiefling, answer me. You ever committed an injustice? As Baylor's eyes fall upon Anna, she flinches. Oh no, he's motherfucking Ghost Rider.
Judge Dredd.
Hey, Spirit. And you've no business of questioning me, you don't. Justice gives me the right. Aye? And what justice might that be? Your justice is not my justice. It's as hollow as your suit of armor. You make your own justice, which you blindly ignore when it comes to judging yourself. Mercy killers are justice. Our actions are above question, Tiefling. Aye? Well, you and your mercy killers swung many of me friends from the leafless tree in the name of justice when the inclination struck you. Burn in Beator's fire, you cursed half-dead thing, and may the powers watch her on you for good measure. I wish your armor to be dropped into the foundry's vats and melted down, so not a plate remains. For the last time, Tiefling, have you ever committed an injustice? Refusal to answer an admission of guilt. So on the one hand, I like trusting Anna to be able to defend herself. On the other hand, I feel like Anna's had to spend way too much of her life defending herself.
Yeah.
Baylor, stop this now. I won't have you questioning her. Justice gives me the right. Guilt cloaks her like a second skin. Told you to stop and I meant it. So the whore that is mercy shows itself. Weakness has poisoned your heart. It's not mercy, it's my order. Do you want to test my weakness? Mercy is not weakness, Baylor. Yeah. Mercy is not weakness. You will leave her be, or you will answer to me. All that stand in the path of justice shall be sentenced. His eyes flare and he raises his axe. You have earned your fate. Well, that's a shame. Can we? Yes, we can. Great.
All right.
I want to have that conversation again. Helm. Gimme.
I have awakened.
Mercy Killers are the epitome of lawful, so perfect paladins in more recent editions. Yeah.
Updated my journal.
And Baylor in particular is like Judge Dredd level. He's
Mercy
he
Killers.
ain't rational about this shit.
Mercy is a shield, mercy is death, no one is innocent. Mercy Killers slay mercy and its horrors whenever they plague it. Not loving the language, but I get where you're getting it from. See, I found one who believes as I do. Mercy subvert. No. Disagree. Mercy is strength, and there are times when even justice can be unjust, especially when carried to the extreme. Mercy eats at the heart of justice. No one that lives is innocent. What defines justice? Justice is defined by law. And what is law? Law is the tool by which justice is served. What makes the laws, Baylor? Law is defined by justice. It's a circular argument. It's meaningless. You say justice is defined by law, which is defined by justice. Law is defined by justice. Living men and women make laws, Baylor. Are the laws they make just? Laws are just. But if these laws are made by living men and women who, as you've said, are not innocent, then haven't the laws been tainted by their hands? Nothing that lives is innocent, yet law rises above the flesh and blood. From imperfection, perfection may be made. Unjust laws may be refined, bled of their evil. Okay, so you admit laws are not always perfect, but if these same laws define justice, then isn't justice imperfect as well? Baylor is silent. Baylor, there is no justice. All you do in the name of justice is meaningless. Your life is meaningless. That's a bit brutal. But let's see how he reacts.
Updated my journal.
Hey! Oh, God. Oh no! Oh no! We killed him! Your words seem to echo, gathering power as you speak them. As you do, the embers in Valor's eyes flicker and then gutter out. His armor collapses, the axe and the metal plates clattering to the ground with a crash. As they strike the ground, however, they raise clouds of dust, ash, and rust They raise clouds of dust, ash, and rust particles rising from the metal as the plates and axe age, decay, and disintegrate right before your eyes. All that remains are a few pitted metal plates, as gravestones that Valor ever existed. Lawful dead? This might be the best outcome, honestly. Like, we already have Dakon. I don't think I can deal with two the lawful neutral crisis having warriors in one party. That's kind of a hat on a hat. Oh my god. Uh-huh. I'm assuming this was the party member. Potential party member.
This is the party member, potentially. Yeah. This is the party member voiced by Keith David.
That's Keith David? I didn't recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's amazing.
So we only get one line if we drop in now.
Fair. Get my... Okay. Let's try this again. Now I gotta hear it. Alright. Helm? Take it.
I have awakened.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
It is him.
Oh, man. So the problem is I really like Keith David.
He's an amazing voice actor. He really is.
How do you serve justice was the path we went down last time. How do you know when? What do you see when you look at another? Let's go right for it. What do you see when you look at yourself? I am Valor. I'm a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. That's not what I asked. It's a heavy silence, but Valor does not break it. His ember eyes match your gaze without a flicker. See, now it's a puzzle. Now I need to find out which path, because we've had the path that leads to him attacking us, and we've had the path that leads to him just self-destructing. So now we gotta find the middle road. There's a heavy silence, but Valor does not break it. His ember eyes match your gaze without a flicker. I asked, what do you see when you look at yourself? What do you see when you judge yourself, Valor? I do not judge myself. I am a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. My will is justice's will. So you're beyond justice. I serve justice. I'm never beyond justice. Nothing is beyond justice. Then take a look at yourself. What do the eyes of justice see when it looks at its servant? The embers in Valor's eyes suddenly go black, and there is a terrible silence in the air. Please don't self-destruct again. Just when you were beginning to wonder if Valor's eyes will relight, there's a flare, and you were forced to shield your eyes. Valor? I am Valor. I am a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. I am justice's servant. But what did you see when... Before you can speak, you feel a strange crawling sensation warming through the back of your skull. The words pause at the edge of your tongue. You know that if you press the issue, you will be awakening something in Valor. Something dangerous. Good dangerous or bad dangerous? Sure. We have a quick save. Let's go again. What did you see when you looked inward? I am not found wanting. Where mercy lives, I shall kill it. Where compassion poisons the heart, I shall bleed it from its victim. Where liars and betrayers of truth foster lies, I shall answer their lies. But what I asked was, who are you to question a servant of justice? You are nothing. You are a shell. I will now search your heart. We shall see if you are found wanting. But as Valor's burning red eyes fall upon you, you feel them tearing at your skin, blistering it, and peeling it back. But there's no pain. Just a wash of dizziness and a sense of drowning. As his eyes burn into you, you feel a memory stir. Succumb. The burning red eyes, grow brighter to almost blinding, and then you are facing Valor. But where there was hollow space before, there was flesh. A scarred, ebony-skinned man glares from beneath the helmet, his eyes like fires as he regards you. The armor is gleaming, and his face is locked in fury. He has come for you. You have found me, Valor. You have traveled a long way. I don't know why I decided that this is the incarnation voice, but it is. I imagine it was not easy finding me. Justice led me to you. Where you walk, you leave a trail of suffering. Man's voice rumbles, but there is no echo. None of Valor's spectral voice, just anger and fury and flesh and blood. He's dangerous, but this is no spectral force. Only a man. You have defeated many such men. I will see you brought before the Sigillian courts and punished. You deny it, then say it, and I shall judge you. I deny it. Judge me. Then I shall judge you. Judge me. Valor's eyes burn and he grips his axe tightly. Muscle cords in his neck and arm tightening as he begins to swing it, slowly, menacingly. You have no right to judge me. Yes, I have. For I know your heart, and my power gives me the right to judge you. But I shall not judge you now. You must rest within this cage until the day I can set you free to walk the plains once more. Oh no. As your incarnation says the word cage, Valor's gaze suddenly turns from you to the surrounding walls. It is the walls of the cursed prison cell where you found him, many years in the past. Many years. Enough for a man to die many deaths. Or perhaps just one. I eluded you up to this point, Valor. Why do you think I agreed to meet you here? You think I was surrendering? Wish to fight you? No. This is the gate town of Curst, Valor. Borders the prison plane of Carcerai, where even gods are held prisoner. You're powerful, Valor, but the energies of this place allow even the mightiest to be caged here. Valor turns, but some of the fire has died in his eyes. This is treachery! Treachery runs through this place like veins, and it is that treachery that lends me the strength for this enchantment. That is why I was forced to meet you here in Curst. Cannot leave this cell, Valor, but until I come for you, you cannot. I can leave this cell, but until I come for you, you cannot. Your crusade for justice is truly remarkable, but it will be forgotten, and perhaps in time, even justice will forget you. You go beyond denying yourself justice, but you are denying my crusade. I know of your mission. That will have to wait until I am done with my mission. This is the second time you have found me and attempted to judge me. I will not allow it to happen a third time. Valor says nothing. Never have you sounded so final. You are pronouncing a terrible judgment on him, a judgment that carries no justice at all. I am immortal, Valor, but you are a strange one. Justice has touched you, and that justice may be more powerful than whatever it is that sustains me. Still, take heart. I do not wish you to die. Perhaps one day I will have need of someone who has the power to kill me. So here you will remain until I come for you.
Updated my journal.
Did we get there? The memory blackens, running into darkness, and suddenly you are facing the spectral Valor again. His armored visage empty of flesh, only the burning embers. Valor? You shall be judged! Well. As Valor's burning gaze falls upon you, you suddenly feel a strange sense of detachment. Almost as if you are stepping back outside of your body. There's a faint whisper, a crawling within your skull, and suddenly you know that no matter what Valor claims to see, he will only see what you wish him to see. You know that even the simplest of deceptions he must accept. You are a closed book to him. Have you ever murdered another? I mean...
Self-defense?
No. Ever committed injustice to another? Oh. No. Ever wronged another? Many have been wronged, but I was another person inhabiting this body. Okay. One of my former incarnations lied to a woman named Dianara, said that he loved her when he did not. When he said this thing, she followed him to her death. I wronged you, Valor. I was the one who imprisoned you. There's no way this doesn't lead to combat. And honestly, he'd be justified. Many have been wronged, but I was another person inhabiting this body.
Likely story.
I'm going to start with this one and let's see how he reacts. One of my former incarnations lied to a woman named Dianara and said that he loved her when he did not. When he said this thing, she followed him to her death. You have admitted to the crime. Valor's eyes flare within his helm, and you have a sudden glimpse of the terrible force lurking within his spectral armor. The guilty shall be punished. I've already been punished, Valor. I will hear of your punishment. Every time I die, Valor, I have lost my memories. I have no sense of self, no sense of who I am or was. I bear thousands of scars in the mind and body from wounds I cannot remember. Death rejects me, and I fear I shall never be able to be at peace. Valor stares at you, his eyes burning brightly. You feel the same stare as before, the tearing and peeling back of the skin, as Valor seems to dissect you. You feel a wave of nausea swim through you and a sense of drowning, deeper this time, until your vision almost fades to black. You have been punished. Mark of justice is upon you. I see it upon your flesh. Then... Know this! There is much that cannot be seen in you. I shall watch you. You have been punished, but it shall not save you from future punishments, for crimes to come. Alright, consider this settled. Questions? Mercy killers. Reason how you die. You say you can see the hearts of others. Seek justice. Will you join me? I seek justice. Will you join me? I do seek justice in that I want someone to kick my ass for all the thing my past lives have done. Baylor's ember eyes fall upon you. There's a heavy silence. I will join you. Your will is an inconstant thing, but I shall teach you of justice. I shall teach you of the slaying of mercy. Now I'm looking forward to the comments that he and Dakin are going to have for each other.
The flames grow within me.
Boop. Goodbye.
I will
Goodbye.
wait for your return.
Sure you will.
Incredible.
News next month. Curst has burned down.
News next month. Cursed has burned down. Oh, yeah, he's just chilling there. All right, fair enough. Suddenly glad we left him underground. Hey, buddy, what's your whole deal? Oh, that's just delightful. Restless spirit. Fighter level 9. All right. Holy moly. Nice resistances. All right. Let's get you some gear. Let's get you some gear. Don't think I have any spare. We can go buy some. I don't think this will work on you, will it? Nope. All right. That's fine. I don't think it works on anybody else either. Okay. Well, that's not super helpful. Well, you do have 100 hit points. You'll probably be fine for now. We can get you stuff in town. Wonderful. Speaking of town, to the portal. He did just die, so he had the twisted ring on him. Ah. Well, that's cool. Ignis. Oh, hello. Hi? The Gronks! The Gronks are here! Everyone, the Gronks! You guys know the Gronks. Well. What do we say to the Gronks? Not today.
Yes?
This is all probably fine. Go ahead and just
Hi?
start low and work our way up.
What's up?
Do some cursing.
Endure.
Nothing says loving like cursing.
Grow strong.
What is thy bidding?
Oh, you love to hear it.
Experience has increased my skills.
Okay, good. We didn't accidentally hit the tree kill. Oh! Alright.
I'm gone.
Where are we? Okay. Zoom out a little bit, because this is clearly a whoop. Grillig! It was Grillig and the Slyly Toves. Everybody's hitting shit. Enemies respawn on this map if you run in circles. That's good to know. Because half the time I'd navigate by where there are bodies. Wow, wow.
You will use my axe again.
How may I help?
You can level up. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, wonderful. Free scroll here. Free scroll here. Free scroll here. Hey, Cure Serious. I don't need... we got 2 more uses of Raised Dead from the item. We'll use those first before we have her start memorizing.
Done.
Taylor would make a good crossing guard. Yield! We stopped at every sop, yelled, and 1 vase sign.
Yeah.
Be here all day. Alright, I'm gonna taunt you. I'm gonna missile you. Great. I do love this part of the map that is just a big old skeleton with some ladders on it. Gronk. Gronk, second only to Chort. Let's bully these guys.
I will hear you.
Could you also do that? Follow my lead. Hooray! Great job.
You will not escape my axe again.
This one.
Escape my axe again.
If you don't mind a few dead jailwalkers. If you told me at the start of this that I was going to be partied with a mercy killer, I would have been like, no, that can't happen. But these are extenuating circumstances, and also they're very funny.
The Karak sings true.
I do appreciate that we're getting a little bit of a like cooldown lap combat-wise. That these critters are just a lot easier to deal with than the jailers were. Perfect. All right.
It is I.
Helps that we've also leveled up. Our one's a great spell. Guess I could grab second confusion.
I'm gone.
What are the spells we got? Like a 7 and a 9. Yeah, all right. Do you know armor? Give you armor. You already know armor. I don't think anybody else can learn it. All right, you just hang on to this. We'll sell it, along with all of our other stuff when we find a place to do that.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
It would be funny. It's just a good narrative reason sometimes. I agree.
All right.
It's sort of like the second cousin to, if nothing else, do it out of spite. I'm gonna make use of a wonderful little thing here. Great. Love that. Love that ability. Show walkable area. What up, Gronk?
Tancha's folly.
Gronk has almost as good of a mouthfeel to it as the Gonk from Star Wars. And it's similarly, like, square. Sometimes you just need a critter what is also a cube.
May my faith lend me strength.
Karak sings true.
Is it good?
Right.
Playtime is over.
No, but we're playing right now.
You will not escape my axe again.
Wee-hee-hee! Oh, fantastic. Oh, we love it. I love that our greatest spell is one that we got from Ravel. That's perfect.
May my faith
I'm gone.
lend me strength.
You will not escape my
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
We stop yelled in one baseline. We'll never get there. I need to rewatch the Simpsons movie one of these days. It really punched above its weight. I know I say that several times in the last few streams, but it just keeps coming up. You've gone mad without power? It's terrible. No one listens to you.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
Okay, well, they are spawning on top of us now. Let's
I'm listening.
maybe
What?
a little more competition here.
Lend
Whoop!
me strength.
That call lightning was maybe a little too close.
lend me strength. They lend me strength.
You see that?
Murder. Murder, murder, murder.
All right.
Yeah, I missed somewhere in the midst of this. I was looking for like a way out, you know, another path. Missed that in the skull is a house. Okay.
All right.
Here's a silly thought. Can we rest? Hey! Making note here, do not use ball lightning in melee. Ball lightning has seemed to be fine. Call lightning, which I forgot how it works. Ah, there we go. And just a little further. Go ahead and save. Oh, hi!
Hurry in my home of all the indignities. Why don't you invite your whole filthy species in?
Judgy?
Yeah. Blood war. The fetid stench of a Tenari. I can smell it for leagues. Show some respect for my home. Can't you find some fumes or acidic vapors to try and drown your scent? I'll never get that Tenari stench out of the place. Draw Bayadazu from all over the plains. I like the way she smells. It's pretty. Oh, and it's not just any Tenari, but a Tenari whore who's just walked into my home. Things can't get any worse. Come in, please. My home is your home. Why don't you invite all the rest of your abyssal harpies into my home to torment me? The number of these interactions that we would miss if we didn't have Fall from Grace with us. I extend my greetings to you, Advocate Infernus Forked Tongue. I will take your suggestions under consideration. Take that under advisement, jerkweed. You come to kill me? Torment me? So, know that I still have much power at my disposal. None of those things. I have not come to kill you. Only if you would, and you could put an end to this shell of an existence. What makes it so bad? You've seen the glories of Beator, walked through its darkened palaces, and visited the screaming steel cities hidden beneath the noisome smokes. You would not ask. Questions? How can morons speak so much? Speak. I was told that you know of my mortality. It has been stolen. He scrutinizes you closely for the first time. Memories run like hollow canyons through my mind, almost human. Many creatures have I met in an immortal's time. I do not believe you were among them. You all look alike to me. I think I would have remembered the scarred flesh of your body. It's much like the breathing paintings that bedeck Bell's gallery of skins in Beator, except with less grace and more passion in the scar strokes. Go on. Let me catch up with you guys. Polymorph the psychic warrior into a snail. Oh god. Still has 180 HP. He failed to save to retain a sense of self, so while you are trying to help him, the 180 HP garden snail with a speed of 15 is trying to get away from you. Amazing. The violence is great, nearing acceptable levels, but the scars are applied with almost teneric crudity. Without any sense of maximizing for the pain of the recipient, Bayadazu artists would be much more devoted to following the paths of pain across the body. Some of these wounds look to be clean kills. Others look as if a blind butcher were carving up human steaks. Human art makes me ill sometimes. Such potential wasted. Is Advocate Infernus Forked Tongue implying that we Tenari are crude people? To say that Tenari are crude is to insult crudity. Any lesser race that revels in chaos allows itself to be pulled and drowned in its stagnant tides, and calls it evil, not a race at all. They're beasts. Surely you simply object to the implementation of evil rather than the degree? Many among the Tenari would claim that the closer one is the primal nature of true evil, the more true they are to the ideal. And double feh! Tenari beasts want to strip law and order from the face of evil. Inexcusable! Intolerable! I cannot... From a Bayadazu point of view, it may indeed seem intolerable. However, Advocate, many Tenari philosophers would argue that the Bayadazu are to be no less excused for excising passion from violence, excising passion from the very essence of evil. The Bayadazu would replace rage with cold, methodical cruelty, and thus the old debate continues. Which is the greater evil, efficient evil or passionate evil? You say that simply because you are what you are. At least I'm still allowed to be cynical. Cool, let's get back to my mortality. Guys, I'm in the room. Meanwhile, the Euclid author just counting the cash.
I mean,
Very well, very well.
The ones driving the blood war in the first place, literally.
If I recall, right? Yeah, follow the money trail. If I recall correctly, and there is so much I do not, thanks to that accursed Deva, I've heard of a case such as yours. Makes you immortal, does it not? Yee. If so, then death itself is no longer sacred. My day, mortals remained so and knew their place. Now everybody and their mother has the disease of eternal boredom. Well, we should have a gathering and invite everyone across the plains and offer them immortal contracts. That'd save us all, a hard-working Beatazu, a great deal of effort. You know that if everyone was immortal... Oh, nope. Sorry. I thought it switched to Fall from Grace again for some reason. You know that if everyone was immortal, this entire petitioner system would be up in the famed Fecal Creek. Immortality is not a trinket to be given to unruly children such as you. Cool, but about my mortality. As I was saying, I recall hearing somewhere about a place called the Fortress of Regrets. How is it? What's it like? Yeah, that's it. How do I get there? I am pleased to inform you that I do not know, not at all. Cannot help you to get there, and that chills my heart in such a delightful way. No, I cannot help you. Oh, how I've longed to say those words. How sweet that... Do you know someone who does? Enough of your cross-examinations. Yes, I know. This voice is a bad choice I've made for myself. Yes, I know somebody who might know. On Beator lies a pillar of betrayers. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Pillar of betrayers, liars, and sages. Despite their nature, their knowledge is considerable. They might know where you can find this Fortress of Regrets. Again, I'm glad we had the conversation with Mort before we're learning this. How do I get to Beator? Questions very few people have asked. Hold on, Chief. Beator... Oh, anyway. Hold on, Chief. Beator is bad news. This fiend is probably holding out on us, and even if there is a Pillar of Skulls, we can probably find somebody else who knows how to reach the fortress without going to one of the most dangerous places in the multiverse. Why don't you want to go there, Mort? It's a dangerous place, Chief. I'd rather not go. I've been, and it isn't pretty, alright? Okay, we'll talk about this more later. Forked Tongue, I have questions. Tell me the spell and how to reach it again. What do you need to know? How to get there? What is it? What? Tell me how to get there. Portal outside my house. Lies in the hand of this giant creature. Go through the arch formed by the left arm of the creature and be taken to the Pillar of Skulls. The portal will be active for now.
It's in the left armpit.
How do I return?
Updated my journal.
Return? Why, I hadn't thought of that. Return from Beator, you need knowledge and a piece of jagged obsidian to cut your tongue. That knowledge you'll gain from the pillar, but there's no reason for you to return here, and no desire on my part to see you again. Okay. How did your wings get that way? Would tell me if Trias. What are you doing? I need a place to rest. We've already done that. Forget it and farewell for now. I'll take a moment to level up, but I think that's also a good spot to call it. And we will we'll pick up next time in a week and a half. There, great. Boop. Hey, David. Hiya. Think if your wisdom were a bit lower, you'd have to ask someone in Beator how to leave. Oh, okay, cool. I notice every time that we ask what seems to me like just a line of query and then we get XP for it, I assume kind of like in the Fallout games, that suggests that we passed a check. It's just done sort of semi-invisibly, which I like. I think that's very good. I think it's good when it surprises you that you've got new options because your stats are the way your stats are, and this game has done a very good job of that. Hey, so we're going to be heading to Mort's old college roommate's place next time. So yeah, again, we'll be back on, what did I say? The 6th, August 6th. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll back with Beator. Back with Beator. Can't think of a better place. And all of that, we have to go to Beator to find out how to get to the Fortress of Regrets. suggesting that Beator isn't the worst place that we're going to be going. Fortress of Regret. Like, you got to wonder, by whom was that named? Was it the person who actually like runs the place who's like, I know what'll bring him in or keep him away? Or was it like other people outside have just been like, don't go over there. We call that place the Fortress of Regrets for a reason. And I don't know which is funnier, honestly. Excuse me. Thank you, Larengar. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to hopefully uneventful travels, and then fun games with strangers, and then more safe travels, and back home in Cat, and then more stream. But all right, let's see. A little delayed. I'll be on shortly. Wonderful. In that case, we will send a raid here over to twitch.tv/if_when_y for more JJ goodness. If I were permitted, it would be all the permitted. If it were permitted, it would be all the permitted for us. True. So yeah, raid incoming, and I will hope to see you all in late next week. Have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful 2 weeks and weekend between, if you can somehow find the stamina for all that. And I will hope to see you all next time. Good night, everybody.